Hello everyone and welcome to Gosport Railworks. My name is James and today we're doing another locomotive review, this one being the Dapol Class 86. This is in the lovely intercity livery, but we'll get onto the boring bits first just to get them out of the way. So just make sure it's up close to the camera and there you can see it. A bit too bright there. The product code is 2D026003, N gauge Class 86. In the name is the Boys Brigade. Run number is 86243 in the BR Executive livery, and as you can see, the minimum radius is 9 inches. And inside the box, you get the usual bits and pieces. Here's the Dapol warranty, which we won't read because no one likes reading it. You get the instruction sheet, which has very detailed bits and pieces about DCCing operation, and including what decoder which you need, which is a Next 18. Is actually a little bit tricky trying to get the body off. I recommend using a spluter or whatever these tools are called, but I will show you a picture of the inside. As you see, it does have wires connecting the body to the actual chassis, so do be a bit careful. It also shows you decoder information for all the little bits there, and also routine maintenance on the bogies, which just pop on and off, which are quite easy to take off. Just make sure that you do get it lined up correctly with the worm gear. And on the other side you get a very nice exploded diagram. So I'll pop that over there. Inside the box you also get two alternative couplings. I think these are the magnetic Dapol Easy Shunt ones, and also you get lots and lots of bits and pieces for extra detailing as well. Not too sure if you can see all that, but it's mostly piping work and all that other lot, which you normally find inside. And just to also get all the other stuff out of the way, let's turn this on and check how much it weighs. Weighs 77.7 grams, so that's a lot of sevens. So it's a decent amount of weight. It is 3 times a Mark 1. So yeah, here is the Class 86, which is a AC electric locomotive. Pop that up. I did have to carefully repair this because I did actually damage it first time I ran it around my layout. And yeah, the pantograph looks very nicely there. It does have NEM pockets either end, and does have the normal lighting of the can't remember what it's called, directional lighting on either end as well. And yeah, I'm quite pleased with the amount of detail which you get. I did get this at a bargain of about, I think it was about £80 odd, but they're probably usually about £100, so do take that into consideration. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with the amount of detail which is on here. As you can see, the moulded detail is quite finely done, as the grilling and all that lot does look like it should be, but you can't see through it unfortunately. But the cab detail, well, it doesn't have much underneath it because there's make sure it's in shot. There isn't much underneath it because that's where the lighting parts are. It does at least have some controls and also the seats, so it has a fair representation. But obviously the detail on the outside is superb. But like I said, do be careful of the pantograph as it's very fragile. It is only plastic, but still it's fragile. But the roof detail looks quite nice in my opinion. Unfortunately this isn't, you can't pick up power from this pantograph unfortunately. I know there is some which you can, but not on this model. But yeah, it looks quite nice. The underside has only basic detail because you don't really need to look at underneath there, but the side detail for the underframe is quite nice. It is coloured in very lightly bits here and there, so the other side as well, which is pretty much the same. Little windows on the side. The livery is quite nicely applied as well, and also yeah, it looks like it's sort of nicely done. There's only, can't really see anything where the lining or printing or anything like that is out of order. Yeah, that's the same on that side, so I'm assuming that's correct. And also the nameplate is quite nicely done too. I'm not sure if it's separately printed. It actually doesn't look like it's separately printed, it just looks like it's stamped on there, but it is using a metallic painting for the actual lettering and the outside lining, so it does look like it's quite nicely done. And all the other stamped detail is there as well. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. And also, roof does have different colours. I think they're separately fitted, but actually probably is separately fitted, but all the other bits are moulded into the body. But yeah, so the body is a bit tricky to remove, but it isn't too complicated. I'll just pop that down so I don't damage it any further. But yeah, I'm quite happy with it. It does also have little window wipers on the windows, so very nice. I'll do a quick close-up of the actual model on my turntable and tell you a bit more about the class in general, and then we'll get it on my layout and see how much it can pull and see how well it runs. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit and yeah, tell you a bit more. So see you in a sec. The British Rail Class 86 is a standard electric locomotive built during the 1960s. 100 of these locomotives were built from 1965 to 1966. The class was built to haul trains on the then newly electrified West Coast Main Line from London to Birmingham, Crewe, Liverpool, Manchester and later Glasgow and Preston. The class was officially introduced into service in August 1965. The entire fleet was delivered into service within 24 months of that date. In the early years, the locomotives became notorious for causing track damage, being fitted with axle-hung traction motors in place of the bogie-framed mounted motors of the earlier designs. This additional unsprung mass was causing damage at high speed. In 1969, E3173 was fitted experimentally with large helical flexicoil springs, which can be seen on present-day versions, giving it the nickname Zebedee. Trials carried out under the direction of the British Rail Research Division proved successful, and a modification was applied gradually to the whole fleet. Throughout the 1970s, the class saw use on both express passenger and freight services. Class 86-0 locomotives had their maximum speed reduced to 80 miles per hour in 1979 due to excessive rough riding, and were then used mainly on freight, whilst the higher speed Class 86-1 and Class 86-2 tended to be used primarily for passenger trains. 17 of the class remain in British service, with 15 exported, 2 stored along with 3 running in preservation, with the remainder being scrapped. Right, here we are with the Class 86 on my bottom port layout, and yeah, I've got the test rake all set up on the second track, but first let's get the slow speed test out of the way. This does have the Dapol Super Creep motor inside it, so I think it's got the Super Creep motor in it, so I'm expecting good things for it. So let's just see how. That seems fairly good before it stalls. And in reverse. That seems quite good. I'm assuming it would be better on DCC, because at the moment this is just running on DC, because well, pretty much I've got no other spare next 18 decoder. Yeah, it seems alright. So anyway, yeah, let's give it a nice run round. And that's about just under half on my backbone controller. And it's mostly quiet. It's only got a slight little whirring. yeah, I don't think it's all that noisy. I've not got a pantograph up because, well, first of all, I've not really got anything for it to go, connect with. And yeah, on my bridge, not the one over there, not that one, but the other one, it kind of got caught last time I tried that. So yeah, be wary of low bridges. Yeah, it got caught just here. But yeah, those lights seem quite well, quite bright as well. So I'm just going to bring it to a stop and move it onto the outside track. Just a slight bit fiddly because I've only got the one hand free. Yeah, that seems happy. And just to mention, I did actually double check the current price of these on Hatton's, which is £93.46, so it's about £94 if you want to round it up. And yeah, just to put emphasis of how heavy the test rake is, this is 77.7 grams, and each one of these Mark 1 coaches is roughly 25 grams. So 3 of these make up the same weight as the Class 86. So yeah, this is about 3 times its own weight, just under by 1 coach. So yeah, let's test it coupling. That seemed to connect fairly well. Just going to be a bit careful of some of the scenery as I reach over. And yeah, that seems like it has no issue pulling under just under 3 times its own weight. Hopefully it's not going to get caught on anything, because the first take I did of this, it got caught on a little bit of greenery which somehow fallen onto the track, but it seems happy. That looks rather nice, doesn't it? I was going to get this in Network Southeast colours, but I decided to get Intercity. Go something to go with my HST. Yeah, it seems to be quite happy, doesn't it? Don't think there's really any downsides to it, really. The only things which I can think of, I'm just going to bring it to a stop so I can speak a bit more clearly. The only downsides which I can think of is, first of all, the pantograph is very delicate. If it gets caught in any way, it will break, or at least slightly damage itself in my case, because that little rod there did pop off, but it's not that hard to put back on. The only other thing which I mentioned which might be an issue for anybody who's considering to buy one is when if you want to decode it, that is, that there is wires connecting it to the body, so the chassis and the body are connected via wires. I'm not too sure if you can take them out, but you might just be able to fit in the decoder without having to mess about with the wires. That's what I'm going to be attempting at some point anyway. But yeah, other than that, it's not that. I say it's not all that expensive really for a large. I say large diesel, large-ish diesel. Well, not diesel. What am I thinking? Largest electric loco. It's because the reason I keep saying diesel is because anything which doesn't have a third rail, I think it's diesel or something like that. But yeah, I'm quite happy with it. I might not run it all that much because my layout's not going to have any overhead wires because it's southern. But yeah, I'll still run around now and then. I like doing rule 1. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little review of the rather nice Class 86 from Dapol. So I'm going to send it off on its way. Does need a little bit of power just to get it started, but that's normal for Super Creep. So yeah, this has been James from Gosport Railworks, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like and favourite if you want to, and even if you don't want to, I hope you enjoyed the video anyway. So I'll see you again next time. Take care now, and bye bye. Just gonna wait till it goes off here.